See, why is it that English they hurt some people? Huh? See, I know say sometimes once in a while I did tabon. Like if you listen to my sometimes, okay, it's not even English now. What's the word now? You see, I have even taboned. uh-huh. Why is it that comprehension collectively as Nigerians we lack it? Like, is this deliberate intellectual disintegrity, lack of integrity? Like, okay, I just saw this post right now, and you know what? Most of the times I record and I end up not posting it. And most of the times I think about some things, I write them, and end up not posting it. And but there's a reason why this just can't. I just had to talk on this because I have been talking on African women, Nigerian women collectively worshipping male. Okay, not being fair on women. Example, this princess case of Baba Ijesha, that this foolish man, I don't want to mention his name because he's getting cheap publicity, and for what you produce movie based on someone else's demise and you change the narrative, the perspective. Now the reason why this is happening, this is on a larger scale because his own idiocy, okay, it has eaten so deep that he can't even tell. I don't know if he can deliberately tell from left or right, or it's just lack of intellectual integrity, or it's just him being so stuck up in his ways for so long that he's so proud to face the tune to what he's saying, because some things shouldn't just be let to just pass by like that because he's a pedophile and a rape apologist. Okay, so I just feel like it doesn't have to be on this grand scale for you to know that women are not necessarily giving fair view, or we are just, it's almost like not just men, because you can see there are some women that supported him too, but I don't want to mention them because I just feel like nowadays with the pressure of people wanting to be seen or heard, or COVID, stopping entertainment industry, they are not necessarily getting work as they are getting, so being noticed somehow online or being talked about, and Insta blog, sometimes I feel like they're running out of stories sometimes. And not just them, but they just post some nasty comments and people keep on commenting, okay? But I had to talk on this because there's this post. Oh, before I forget, welcome to my channel. Sorry, my name is Miss Elliot. Yeah, so I want to talk on this post because as you can see, I just feel like this is bullshit. Yemi Alade posted a narrative of in this society. Okay, she posted a picture with the view of obstacles women face before achieving their goals. Why some ladies don't um achieve their goals on time. Like chores, expectation. She didn't even put so much society gates. She didn't even put women gatekeeping women and men being just excuse for anything, and giving saying men boys will always be boys, because I'm sure this Baba Ijesha stupidity started from little. He looked at the society and saw that, well, some things can fly by. This is a male worshipping culture for just worshipping men for just existing, not necessarily for having any impact. Because if not, Nigerians would have been in shambles. Our brothers wouldn't have been sold out of this land or just allowed. But treasons are just one thing we do, we practice collectively, and most of the times women are not expected to do anything. We just move with the flow. Let's smile, be a lady, and maybe if you're lucky and before you die eventually, maybe your plights are being noticed and maybe someone might save you, or a being, or just go on your knees, suck it up. Okay, at this moment, I think I'm rumbling. But stay with me, okay? There's sense in all this whole thing. I promise you, okay? So instead of Kefi saying this, all she had to do was attack it and say there are a lot of women, and there are a lot of comments on how a lot of women have achieved some things despite the obstacles. Now, if women could face, in fact, if women could face these obstacles and still achieve more than guys, sometimes it's either because they have a lot of support, either they have a supportive husband, they have supportive families. There are women that don't have all these things, they are the one doing all these things. And honestly, if you ask me, I don't know why women suffering, the supposed weaker versus suffering, I don't know why it should be a badge of honor. It's stupid at this point. There's no reason. And if it's like that, men by all means should excel beyond women, conquer countries, build empires, not relying on women to split 50-50. In this society, it's not expected of men to even do chores, to take responsibilities. In fact, most of the time, some homes, let's be honest, is 50-50. And the reason why these women cannot see it is probably they are also partaking in 50-50. And they don't want to question themselves why they are suffering so much. Because the truth is, this mentality of struggle, I hate it. And all this suffer head, they encourage all these things. And maybe Kaffy, the way I'm looking at it, she didn't marry a Nigerian. The guy might be romantic as hell and probably sharing in the burden of cleaning some things. And maybe all she's left is to take responsibility. She might even have house help. Not every woman have it. So that suffer head to show that, to compete that, I can suffer more than you, that rubbish should stop. And it's a wrong message to the next generation coming up. I hope we do better. Okay? And I've been noticing Kaffy for a while now. See, I admire this lady, whether you like it or not. She's a hard worker. But let's be honest, for someone who knows Kaffy is someone who is smart. Even though she understands that she needed to go to where she was celebrated. Do you understand? She married I don't know, so up or something or whatever, up or down, but she married someone who liked her for who she was and all. And this lady, most of the time, she understands, she has come out spoken against the plight of dancers and everything. So if you understand representation, if you understand hard work, if you understand marginalization, I understand that despite the craft, despite the skills you put into your craft, that still you're still overlooked and underpaid. If you understand this, why? Okay, if you understand all these things, why attack a woman? And Yemi Alade in her post clearly stated that this is from one side. Like, she acknowledged the men plight, but she was mainly focusing on women. And maybe it would have been nice enough, not if Kaffy and other women and some boys who could always cry and so emotional nowadays. I just feel like men nowadays are so feminine, okay? So feminine. But if she could also acknowledge, okay, fine, this is what men go through. She stated there were pictures. Picture speaks louder than voice. Words. And we all know this is a society where women are expected to do all house chores after everything, work hard, work equally with men after everything, come back, submit to a man, and could do everything. In fact, in a movie, Nigerian Nollywood, let's just paint Nollywood now, you're watching a Nollywood movie and a man suddenly goes broke or is carrying a child. You see them playing this slow song as if the man has suffered. Meanwhile, Bill Gates was probably backing his child while he was cooking for his wife, and he was a billionaire, and still is a billionaire. So it's the narrative, you need to understand all these things. So it's not like what she said was not true. Now, it might be a lie for some people, for very, very, very few. But even at that, it doesn't necessarily need to happen to you. It's the majority, what is being viewed. Even in some ads, in some Nigerian ads, you see a Maggie advertisement. The woman is all slay like you're a good cook, a good boss lady, a good housekeeper. Basically, a super mom with no help at all. A leader in this male gazing society filled with misogyny and rape apologists and people misogynist, chauvinist, like nothing, everything works against us collectively, okay? And I don't mean just individually, I mean collectively. Now you are being this boss and the men are supporting you when we know that most of the times men always look that, in fact, men will be competing with you in job. In fact, act like you're a threat to them. They will come together to fight against you. My boss, my former boss, I saw men attacking her. And this lady was charismatic, feminine. And the problem was that she was doing it so much. So please, let's not pretend. Okonujala, do you see how they attacked her? Then when she finally succeeded, people started backing her up and celebrating her. So please, we can decide to live in denial, be delusional, is okay. But don't bring it at our expense here. Men will support each other thick and thin, and yet we always disgrace ourselves. It's hard for some women to get accommodation in some houses because some landlord to ask you, where's your husband? Who is paying for this? Like they look down on you. Even though a lot of times, most of the ladies I know are successful. So you see all these things. So why are we acting like this doesn't happen? Because I agree to some people, some few men are actually responsible. And I don't know why Nigeria is still crumbling if it was collectively. But let's just say few men are responsible, like, and they are not holding it against their women because there are some men who just provide money and they don't provide emotional support. They are not even spiritually sound, they are not matured. And if you hear them, they sound so poverty stricken and yet they still have money. Okay? So poverty is not just of a thing of a finance, it's of the mind too. So you consider all those things. So I would have preferred them come up with instances where men have actually done so much or where the society hold men accountable, something like that. But this looked like an attack on her personality. I don't know why. I don't know why. So you supporting men against your better sense of judgment and you actively go against your own only shows you're a desperado without common sense and is desperate for attention and easy to pray and use, and that's why men uh, easily use pygmies. They easily use it because they see that you're just seeking validation as them. But they understand how the society works. They understand it even when they are so stupid. That's why you see Baba Ijesha, he does all these stupid things. Nollywood still back him up. Even police people are backing him up. Why? It's because they understand how the society works and they know the society will favor them no matter what. And they will just slap this saying and say boys will always be boys. And stupid mummies will fight for their rights and everyone will sing kumbaya, well, except the victims. And they know these things and are well aware of it. But it's only Nigerian women, even women in other in diaspora, they understand this. Women from ambiguous races, e.g., even the whites, the Europeans, they understand this. But I don't know, down here we don't get it, we don't see it. And it's always backfire, we always shoot ourselves on the foot. That's why till tomorrow, bring back our girls and nothing to write home about. I get sick, I get ill when I see women do this kind of thing. I get irritated. Always coming against our own. Just take a look at the comments. Take a look. And that's the thing. If and the what do you think men will support you like this? Look at Baba Ijesha. Even a whole Nollywood industry are supporting him. You know why? Because he's a man. I will end this with saying, before I dwell so much on what Kaffy said, just for those that don't understand, this is what she said. Now, picture speaks louder than words, okay? You can see the struggles, the obstacles, and just on top of it, the expectations, and to, massage men ego. And again, we are still expected to give so much, even after it has been proven that biology speaks against us, the environment works against us, the child's expectation works against us, fellow women works against us. And even on top of that, we still excel despite the fact the society set us up for failure with unrealistic expectation and subliminal insults here and there to always bring down our confidence and our self-esteem. And the funny part is that she's doing exactly what Yemi Alade is talking about in this post. That just because a man provide, even in the comments you can see all they claim to provide is money. Like, excuse me, you guys don't even provide fully anymore. It's most of the times it's 50, 30, 20, sometimes nothing, especially when the woman have proven to be capable and be able to provide. So let's not miss the point here. And again, what even if when I saw Whiskey saying the woman will go down on two knees, the guy, you just provided, you're a deadbeat father, you're a baby father of how many children, you're still a deadbeat to an extent. You only favor the kids you like more, and that is damaging to kids. So it's not like you have anything special to offer aside from the dramas from different baby mamas and children that might hate themselves tomorrow because there's preferential treatment. Oh, please. It's not like you're yet to do something so impactful in Nigeria. So please, 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 please. And I understand there are women who like feminine men because at the end of the day, Whiskey is not the masculine man. He's a child. He has always been a child to me. Okay? So, ladies, you don't need to prove yourself to men. Okay? There are women who won't understand it, but ladies, the women who understand this, they get this. I don't need to. I feel like I make my video extremely long because I feel like I need to break down some things. But I've come to understand that the women who understand it, they understand this. I don't need to talk too much for them to get this. Alright? So the constant wanting to prove ourselves, proving ourselves, and men expecting us or society expecting us to prove ourselves, even when we have proven ourselves to be worthy and everything we bring into your life, the legacy and all, still want us to prove ourselves. I don't know. There's nothing hard to understand here. But I guess some people want to play dumb. It's okay. But then again, I think that's what Yemi Alade was addressing here. So please, let's look at the bigger picture and not be blinded by our own whims and lack of understanding and comprehension. So for those who lack comprehension, I hope I've broken down this video for you. But I guess today I just wanted to make observation. I don't even have a title. I guess I'll get the topic very soon. Well, yeah, what do you think about this? Do you think that most of the times women should always be on code and not necessarily attack each other for voicing an opinion? Okay, this would have been a good topic to have critically analyzed and get a bigger picture and full view of different perspective, people from different walks of life, different gender, opening their mind, rubbing it together, and probably coming to a respectable place where they either agree or disagree or agree to disagree, but still there would have been a productive um way to come about it. But instead, well, the pick are here again. So we can keep on living in denial or keep on being complacent or just trying to voice an opinion just to get clicks. It's your choice, but I just hope we are all honest in this. Anyways, thanks for watching. I'll see you in my next video.